Serie A. And to say the boys have been smashing it would be a bit of an insult. It would be an understatement. And we have Alex, who likes to call himself the grill master. And we have Chef Michael, who is obviously just a chef. And I think he's probably a bit of a sore chef after his favourite team, Inter Milan, failed to beat Barcelona B side last night. I'm going to come to you first, Chef Michael. Talk me through what happened to Inter last night.
Hey, it was the same thing that I saw when they played Roma over the weekend. They just played with no sense of urgency and no passion. And I think they felt like they could just go in there and roll over that B team. And obviously that wasn't the case. So, I mean, if you can't beat a B team, regardless if it's, Barcelona's B team or whoever's, you're probably not going to do too much better in the later rounds. So.
Are you favouring them now? They're going to go into the UEFA Europa League?
I like them. I think I like Salzburg a little more. I think I like the way Salzburg is playing. I think I would favour Salzburg a little bit ahead of Inter.
Okay, depending on obviously what injuries come back and bolster that Inter side, and whether they get any players in the window that are not obviously cup tied. Alex, how did you find last weekend's card?
Brilliant. Both bankers, both bankers, because I had two bankers for Serie A in, but the other two matches we lost them, but we added some units there, at least me. Yeah, about Inter right now, talking a little bit about yesterday's match, I think that they were also a little bit unlucky, to be honest. They had so many clear opportunities in front of goal against Barcelona, but they're missing a good midfield. Two midfielders, and both of them are injured. Barella and Sensi right now. Both of them are injured. They couldn't press high. They couldn't take the ball away from Barcelona's B team or even third team in some cases. Barcelona played with only three players from the first 11. Ansu Fati scored his first goal. He is the youngest player in the history to score in a Champions League. I mean, when you have a Barcelona with nothing to play for, but still, Griezmann was playing a little bit like Messi in some occasions. When you have Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez missing so many opportunities in front of goal, that is a shame. Yes, but you forget about Ajax in Europa League. We have also Ajax. We have also Salzburg. We have also Inter.
Ajax not
we
good
have
enough,
many,
Alex.
many teams.
Ajax not good enough. Not good enough.
Also, Inter, I don't know how interested they will be about the Europa League. I think that they will be more interested in fighting Juventus for the title in Serie A, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it's a two-horse race, but we're going to get to that in a little while. Can I have a look at their records, please, Rafa? Let's have a look at how well you've been doing. I've been telling everyone how brilliant you've been doing. Profit 28.9, absolute sizzling. The accuracy of 61.6, but the price, the average price of 1.94. Rafa, how have the two boys done individually? We've got Alex there at 14.3, average 1.89, 60%. And there's my man, Inter Chef Michael, average 2.01, 14.6 units of profit. We love that, near enough shared down the middle. Chef Michael, I'm going to kick off with you. Napoli 1.36, draw 5.5, and Parma at 10.
Yeah, Parma's coming in at Napoli. Napoli is absolutely a shit show right now. I mean, they're equal with Napoli on the table right now, but Parma, they're not going to be a pushover, coming into Naples. Even away from home, Parma, they held Inter a 2-2 draw a few weeks back, and Fiorentina, Bologna, they also held them to draws on their own pitch. And this Parma defense, they got a lot going for them. They're anchored by Riccardo Gaglioli, Damian Matteo, and Simeone. Napoli, I don't really know what to even say further about Napoli. They qualify for, the further Champions League, but still they end up sacking Ancelotti. Immediately signed Gattuso. Who knows what he's going to be able to do in this first coming weekend.
My God.
But what's the difference with Parma? Parma's a legit team. Parma are good. Parma shouldn't have any problems hovering around this top 10 on the table, in my opinion. Napoli, they played their full squad yesterday, so I'm a little concerned with who they're going to play. They're dealing with a bunch of injuries. I don't think we're going to see, the top guys like Milik, Insigne, and Martens. I think Parma can hang close here, and I think we're getting a good value on Parma plus 1.5 at 1.87.
Asian handicap. Would you have a small interest on Parma at 10? Because these sort of odds don't come along very often with a side that have a better chance than being a 10-to-1 shot.
Yeah, I think Parma can hang in there till the end. And it's always with the way Napoli's been playing. They've been drawing a bunch of games. They've lost a few weeks back to a side they shouldn't have been losing to. So I wouldn't have any problems with putting half a unit on Parma to win.
Yeah, whenever I've seen Napoli, and I've seen quite a bit of them this year, I think they're too spread out. So if Parma can be patient and get themselves behind the ball, I think they'll be able to break on them. I think that maybe both teams will score, and I think it'll be over. But maybe even Parma double chance. Maybe Parma will get the draw.
3.4.
I mean, you're looking at a draw at 5.5, and you're looking at Parma double chance. And what price you say that was, Alex? 3.4.
Yes.
I mean, I think everything we're saying is actually steering us away from Napoli, who are 1.36 because it's Napoli by name and not by the way they've been performing in Serie A. Let's move on to a side that I did. Sorry? Sorry, Alex?
And excuse me, Gattuso to replace Ancelotti. Come on, this is I would say a huge joke for Napoli.
Yeah, but I think it's just maybe forced upon them. And I don't think they really sacked Ancelotti. I think Ancelotti has got offers on the table elsewhere. And we knew what was going on in Napoli a couple of weeks ago. You both said what a bad things going on behind the scenes. So he was probably better off out of there. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did tell you, or a few weeks ago, I said I saw better shoots coming out of the Milan camp, and now Milan are 1.66, draw 4.5, and Sassuolo at 6.0, Alex.
Yes, you told me, but I told you that Bologna are a little bit better than Parma, and they will score against Milan, and this is what they did. Sassuolo on the other side at 6.6. I will take a shot with them, let's say half unit on Sassuolo, but this is not my play. My official play for this match, 1.7, both teams to score, one of the bankers, because I have two bankers again in Italy. So one of them is Sassuolo and Napoli and AC Milan, both teams to score at 1.7. I think that Sassuolo are a brilliant side. I enjoy see them playing. Even if they lose, they will give me a positive feeling for 2 hours of watching them play football. It doesn't matter against whom. So I will give them also a chance to beat AC Milan here. Also, let's say draw double chance at 2.43 looks good for Sassuolo. But still, both teams to score at 1.7 is the best way to take this match. 2 units at 1.7.
Okay, and that's your banker. Both teams to score at 1.7. Milan, Sassuolo. I think Milan win the game, to be honest. Okay, Chef Michael, Genoa 2.81, draw 3.3, and Sampdoria 2.65. Are Genoa overpriced here, Chef Michael?
No, I think they're priced right about right. I mean, these both teams are tiptoeing the relegation zone. Genoa's down there with only 11 points, and Sampdoria is just one spot ahead of them with 12 points. But I said a couple weeks ago, the Genoa, they'll find ways to get points and get them out of the zone. And I think this is one of those matches where they feel like they need to get points. I mean, they lost their last 2 matches at home to Torino and Udinese. But, you watch that game with Torino, they were very unlucky to not come away with a win there, or at least a draw. I mean, Genoa created plenty of opportunity to score, but they just were unlucky. They hit the goal a couple times, put one just left to the bar. And Torino, got that late header, from Bremer. So I think they could have came away with that with some points, but I think, they're coming on the back of that draw with Lecce when they were, I think they were down to 10 men, and they were still fortunate to get that draw. So I think they're going to come into this. They're on the right track. I think they can at least get a draw here. So I'm going to play a little safe here. Genoa draw no bet at 1.95. I think they at least come out here with a draw, if not the full 3 points.
Yeah, I think I can't see them getting beat at home. So if you go draw no bet at 1.95, it seems like a bet to nothing. Alex, Bologna 2.9, draw 4.1, Atalanta 1.91. I might as well write it down. This has got to be Alex Classic, surely.
No, it's not. It's just an away win at 1.91. As we talk, Atalanta are qualifying in the knockout stages of the Champions League, leading 2-0 in Ukraine in the last minute of the game, in the 90th minute of the game. And Manchester City are winning 4-1 in Croatia against Dynamo Zagreb. So Atalanta, after losing the first 3 matches in this group, are qualifying from the second place in the group. This is unreal, but in the same time, another page of history with another team for the first time playing in Champions League. Someone said earlier, my favorite team from last year, Atalanta, from Serie A, but I love them also this season. I didn't expect them to qualify in the knockout stages of the Champions League because they don't have a big group of players to play at the same level in both competitions, So also Duvan Zapata is injured for many rounds, and he's still injured. But as we noticed, players like Ilicic, Muriel, and also their number 10, I forgot his name right now. I think I need a cigarette, but I will stop. I will stop. Yeah, I love them. They are brilliant. They are a positive team. They are attacking. They are awesome. 1.91 Atalanta to win against Bologna. But yes, you're right. Alex Classic is a good bet too.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stay with you, Alex. Another team that's done well is Cagliari at 4.2, draw 4.1. But Lazio, they are on fire at 1.8.
They are on fire, and Ciro Immobile is on fire. Good and player. They are coming after an amazing win against the Juventus 3-1. With not only with Ciro Immobile, but their attacking team is pure gold, Lazio. And I don't understand why they didn't have the same results in Europa League. I'll tell you why. Because they played with many players from the bench, resting some of their key players. But if they could, push it a little bit, they would easily win that group with Celtic, Rennes, and CFR Cluj. I still think that they can do it. I don't know. I have a feeling that Lazio will qualify further. Tomorrow? No, yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes, I think that we will see a very entertaining match with both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. The Alex Classic at 1.83, which is also my second banker for this weekend in Serie A, with 9 Golan changing the face of Cagliari over these last matches, but most of all for this entire season. So yeah, Cagliari, their 4th place in the standings, just 2 defeats so far. Might be an exciting draw, a 2-2 correct score. I don't know, with a small 10 cents, I don't know, whatever you call a small bet. I will call a small bet a $5 bet, for example, a 2-2 draw at the end of a correct score. I think that is priced at around 25 right now. But for an official bet, Alex Classic at 1.83.
Okay, Chef Michael, we've got goals on the table from Alex. Are you going with goals?
Yeah, copy and paste everything Alex just said. That was going to be one of my bankers for the week too. Cagliari, there's you got to say they're the surprise of Serie A. They're sitting right there in the 4th, trying to challenge for that Champions League spot. And then, you know, you watch them; they put goals and they're fun to watch. You know, they beat Atalanta 2-0 in their own helm. They put 5 past Fiorentina, 4 past Sampdoria, and you know they drew against Lecce and Sassuolo and put 2 in against both of them. And you know they're pretty good. Sassuolo's pretty good defensively. So you know you got to be impressed with these guys are doing. You know, Joao Pedro and Giovanni Simeone, Nangalan. You know they're all playing. You know all deadly threats to put the ball in the goal. And you know, just like Alex said, you know, same thing on the Lazio side. We always talk about Chirmo, Immobile, and Correa. You know, they're all deadly attackers. But you got to look at the way Luis Alberto is playing right now, too. Absolutely, probably one of the best footballers in Serie A right now. The way this guy's seeing the pitch so clearly and putting precision passes, getting those guys the ball to put in the net. He's got 15 assists. You know, just current form is just magnificent. You know, both teams are scoring over 2.5. You know, one of the bankers also at 1.83.
All right, we're going to go on to the last game, but we'll come back for your bankers in a while. Fiorentina 3.6, draw 3.6, but Inter Milan 2.12, and we've only got Alex on this game.
Yeah, I must go with the value here. I must go with Inter Milan. Fiorentina are dreadful lately, and you can easily see that they are badly missing Frank Ribéry, who is injured, and he's also injured for this game. Without him as the brain from the team, Fiorentina are lost. I don't know what is happening with them, but 4 back-to-back defeats, and let's say that in 2 of them they failed also to score against small sides like Lecce and Verona. Very, very bad. And I think that right now Inter Milan will try to bounce back after that heavy shock, because everyone was expecting them to win against a B side from Barcelona yesterday in Champions League. And I really think that they have the weapons to do that. Lautaro Martinez, again, anytime goal scorer, is another good bet. I think that he is priced at around even money away in Firenze. And yeah, I think that at 2.12, Inter is a great value bet in my opinion.
Okay, I'm just going to confirm, Alex, that your 2 naps are both teams to score, Milan and Sassuolo at 1.7, and Cagliari and Lazio, the Alex Classic, at 1.83. And Chef Michael, have you gone with the Alex Classic at 1.83, Cagliari and Lazio too?
Yeah, that was one of the bankers, and the other banker, Genoa, draw no bet, 1.95.
Draw no bet, Genoa, draw no bet, 1.95. So that's, well, I'll tell you what, you boys are getting a bit too confident, aren't you? 2 bankers each. I'm loving that. Keep up the great work, gentlemen. Chef Michael, good luck. Have a great weekend. Alex, keep up the good work, mate. 33 hours. It's now 34 hours. And you're
34 hours.
Yeah, and you're looking really, really well on it. And what about the alcohol? Is that finished with the alcohol as well?
No, that is not my intention. No.
Are you sure?
Please stop there. At least I have 1 to go.
Okay. Oh, I just thought that you may be going into training for the old Buddhist monk. I thought you might be getting yourself off to the monastery. Spread the good word.
Yeah,
can you imagine? You can imagine Russian, Alex, couldn't you, in a monastery? He'd have them flicking coins, playing dominoes, playing cards, watching the football, having a bet, drink, fag. You would absolutely ruin it.
No, I heard that the Russian athletes are banned from the Olympics, and I thought to take their place, you know, and compete a little bit.
Well, listen, if you are going on a fitness one, maybe you can get a few videos of you running around the track and that, and we'll put them on Odds Market and on Twitter, and we can all cheer you on.
Okay, we'll do that.
You know we won't do that. We'll be seeing barbecues and beers. Listen, lads, I'm going to let you go on that great moment. I'll speak to you again soon, and keep up the great work.